الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. Welcome you again with the program Fatawa Life, and this is the first part that comes to you from Houston, Texas. The first question: what about the profits that you gain from YouTube? The Sheikh said this is very wide question. You have to be more specific than be general, because there are some that is forbidden, some are allowed. So you have to look at whether it is allowed or not. So you have to look at the content, whether it is something that is not contradicting the religion. Second thing, that is not gambling or require anything that has to do with the gambling. Because Allah said, indeed, that's one of the things that are from the action of the devil. And with the gambling, anything that one of them will be a loser and the other is a winner. So either win or lose. The loss of one is the profit of the other, or the winning of the other. Also, not to take much of your time that will keep you away from the prayers. The Prophet ﷺ said two bounties from Allah that people are not aware of their value: the good health and the time. And at the day of judgment, you'll be asked about four things: your youth, what did you use it for, and your knowledge, and your time. So if it is like that, so if the content is correct and does not contradict anything in Islam or the rules of Islam, and has no gambling issues in it, and you don't use too much time where it distracts you from the obligatory prayers, then it is okay and it's allowed. Second question: a person took money from another person who works in thumbnail for YouTube. It's for the kids and it has some cartoons, and that money I don't spend for me, indeed for to treat the cats. So the answer, I don't know what thumbnail is. Is it from like the things that are forbidden or not? If it is from the things that are forbidden, then the money that you gain from it is not allowed. So you don't, and only the person who did will get the sin is the person who gained it, and the forbidden will not gonna go except for those. If it is legitimate person that the money comes back, like a charity or inheritance or giveaway or working, because the Prophet ﷺ, he dealt with the Jews, buying and selling, and he knew that they are, and he even took their invitation to food, and he knew that they take riba and they are forbidden from doing that, and they take people's money forcefully and indirectly, and so it's the forbidden things go to the person who did the wrong, but the dignitaries in the community, they don't deal with somebody who is doing that as a way to teach people to ordain what is good and forbid what is evil. So it gives him a message that we denied what you have indulged in this illegitimate source of income, even though it is allowed to us in a right way, but we don't do it as a stand for what you are doing. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to guide you and to bring you back to His path. Another question: someone stole money from me, and I told myself, "Oh, Allah forgive him, I will not put anything in my heart." After a while, he came asking my forgiveness and want to return the money. Can I take that money back? what it looks, there's nothing wrong with you accepting the money. It was given it to him because you are could not get that money back. So it was conditioned that you can't get it. So nothing wrong if you because you thought that you're not gonna be able to get it back. So the giving, if it is taken, otherwise it will go back after. Should not be given after it's received. But so it was better for you to put your money to force the shaitan and to teach that person the good manners and to give him on his repentance. And, and indeed, if you knew that he really indeed for it, so you should have given it back to him, and it will be as goodness and charity. What is the rule about uh, sharing the Chinese New Year's, even though it has a religious part in dignifying the dead and the forefathers? First of all, you should not share festivities on non-Muslims, whether they are Chinese or not. It is okay to go to their celebrations, their social ones in marriage, for example. Someone graduated, to give them good congratulations as good neighbors. And to soften the heart to Islam. There is a decision in Amja that to share non-Muslims in their celebrations and festivities, and it has the following rules. It says originally to be good in dealing with any non-Muslim and to enter them in their social events like marriage or a newborn and so on, and to get congratulations for them as a part of neighborhood and live in the same community. But the religious one that are solely for the religion, that it is their own soul things, so it is only for them. You should not share with them. You should not be part of it. But it is okay when there is an interest to congratulate them with general words, general terms that does not go to that specific event or accepting what they are saying, what they are doing, like happy holidays, happy good weekend, good holidays, and so on and so forth. And it can be different that you should not admit what is false, especially when it comes to the religion, false facts that they might be going. Second question. A woman, she's over 47 years old. She want to go to Umrah from her own private money, from inheritance, but her husband is refusing. He said, "You're not gonna go as long as I'm alive." What does she do? This husband is very aggressor, oppressor, abusive. Allah, God knows what is he have. Magic? Is he sick? Is he arrogant? Allah is angry at him? I don't know. Well, for going without the Umrah, without the husband permission, the Jordan Jordanian Fatwa Commission, they were asked that, and they answered after thanking Allah and making peace and blessing on the Prophet ﷺ. It is forbidden on the woman to go out of her house to perform Umrah without the permission of her husband, because his permission from the conditions of capability for the wife. If she did, she is sinning with Allah Azza wa Jal. And the Prophet ﷺ said, a woman should not travel 2 days or more except with her husband with her or a mahram, someone that is considered a mahram. And our mother Aisha said, would you, she said at the Prophet ﷺ, would you leave to go to my parents? He said yes. So the permission of the husband is required. So we ask the husband and wife to fear Allah Azza wa Jal and to be good to each other in their living. So harmony will be there. But my advice to the husband to permit his wife to go and try my advice to her to find someone from the relatives, those who have religious values, that he will intercede in her behalf. Maybe Allah Azza wa Jal, he will put the guidance in his heart and to soften his heart to allow his wife to perform that Umrah. And my advice again to the husband to allow his wife to go and not to hold her like this. And he is not among those who will prevent people from the Masjid al-Haram, even if it is from a distance. Because Allah said, do you see a person who forbid person to pray? Can you see if he was on guidance and he order what is piety? If you see if they denied, then he know that Allah has seen. Allah can see. So the husband, hold yourself before it is too late. Try to change your mind before it's too late on you. Can I put money in the games online? Well, first of all, to pay money for something that is allowed, it is okay for a little bit because the soul needs to entertain itself. As long as there is no gambling or anything that is forbidden in those games. And there is absolute no gambling where somebody is winning, somebody is losing. And what Sahih Muslim, that we were with the Prophet ﷺ and he gave us an advice and he mentioned the hereafter. And then I came to my house and I played with my kids and family. Then I saw Abu Bakr when I left. And I remember that. He said, I have became a hypocrite. And Abu Bakr said the same thing. So we went to the Prophet ﷺ, we met him. We said, Hanzala has committed hypocrisy. He said, why? He said, Abu Bakr, me too, Prophet ﷺ. He said, oh Hanzala, 1 hour like this, 1 hour like that. If your heart on the same way when you are with me, when you're mashallah, then the angels will come out and see us, shake your hand. I mean, 1 hour like this and 1 hour like this. That you're not a hypocrite if you are entertaining yourself, playing with your family, with your kids. There's an hour you do the rights of Allah, and one for your soul, for your family, for your kids. And Abu Darda says, may Allah be pleased with them, I enjoy with my heart, with some entertaining, so it will be more strong on the truth. So it will be holding more energized on the truth, more stronger, and Allah knows the best. And someone said, I heard, I understood from the video that you cannot buy with installment, and the payment done on yearly with the bank interest, even if it is held. The answer, what you have mentioned is true, unless it is directly with the seller. If the seller he added his profit and he put it on installments, there is nothing wrong with that. And if the payment more than the normal, it's okay, because the decision for Amja and the International Fiqh Committee that installment is allowed Islamically, even if it is increased on the principal money, because it is on a longer term. Another question: can you have a picture for the class picture where you know, the the males are one side, the females on the other? Inshallah, there is nothing wrong with that. This is to document an event. Another question: I'm in the plane and I stayed too long at night until I have between America and Europe. Do I pray on Europe or America? No, you don't pray to where you're going or where you came from. You go to the current location, your place where you are. But anyway, if you are at night and you combine Maghrib and Isha, and if it is daytime afternoon, I mean just combine Dhuhr and Asr, because you're still in your traveling or you have arrived, then you pray completely. You don't shorten it, but you could combine. You pray it on its time. Is it required for the man who have long hair if he put his hair during the Umrah and he didn't cover it, or he need to let it loose? You don't. I don't see anything wrong on that thing you can put in your hair to have it behind you. The other question: does the woman make the obedience in Hajj or Umrah? Does she do it loud? No, the woman should be lower. In the Haram, there's people who are touching the gate of Kaaba or the close. Is there anything preference? No, the only thing is the Rukn Yamani, that's it. And the time of people in congregations in the Haram. If he had used the bathroom or if he farted, what does he do if he can't go out of the prayers? Well, let me distinguish between those who have illness and they urinate all the time. This one does not matter for him if his ablution got voided. No, he continues his prayers because he's still in the same period. He needs to renew his ablution every time. But the other person, no, he stay in his place, sitting. If he can't move, he stay in his place without moving until the people finish, and then he will go to the bathroom to make wudu. And I'm sure it is inside the haram. There is Zamzam everywhere. There is so many places you can make the wudu easily. And you can put your hand on your mouth, so you can tell somebody around you that you have touched something. This will make it easy not to be burdened with what happened. Can you explain to me what is the sale of murabaha? I'm buying an apartment. I'm still confused. It is an Islamic contract that is offered by Islamic institutions nowadays, and you can deal with it with individuals or financial institutions. The idea that the person who promised to buy, that he's telling that I'm going to buy it. If he buy it under his guarantee, he could sell to him with making more profit with the same principle plus a known increase. But you cannot sell before you own. The financier cannot sell before he owns it. So the first part, they have to own it. This first you There is a discussion about a promise, then a contract. The contract, if the person owns the commodity, and then he could sell it. And that's like somebody who gives a loan. And the side of that, they will take the responsibility of any distraction before the other person or the customer gets it, or there is anything that is hidden. So it is by selling with the same principle with a known profit. And the way it's done, a person before he enters the nusuk or ihram, he put cologne on himself and on his clothes. And when he took a shower in the hotel, he put that, and then what happened in the or before the nusuk does not hurt you, even if it does touch you body. You didn't put ihram. You didn't put the cologne after you made the ihram. You put it before. You didn't. You put cologne on yourself, not on the ihram. But what happened to the clothes to get some of that cologne? That's okay. If the person who have umrah, he, if someone make an umrah and the other one has cologne in his hand, but he touch him, he put it in his body or his clothes. What happened from the things by mistake, or it is on the thing of as long as it's not intentional. So whatever happened by mistake, ignorance or forgetting, it is from the forgetting, because Allah said in the Quran, the end of Baqarah, Allah forgive us if we made mistakes or if we forgot. So we come to the conclusion, inshallah, for this first part. Inshallah, we'll continue in a couple of hours. Please join us, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.